we need to thirst for something in order to do more. Because it's the thirst that motivates you to go further. Amen? So as opposed to wanting to be back in bondage, why not reframe your thinking and say, maybe I need to try harder. Maybe I need to do better. Maybe I need to prepare more so that I can fulfill the thirst that I have. Verse 5, and why have you made us come to this place, come out of Egypt to bring us to this evil place? It is not a place of grain or figs or vines or pomegranates, nor is there any water to drink. But the truth of the matter is, in slavery, you wasn't eating that stuff no way. You was eating the leftovers. You was making bricks without straw. You were living a life that, but now, after 38 years, you've romanticized the life that you thought you had. Right? The life you thought you had is much better than the life you have, when the truth of the matter is, the life that you had was a living hell. Right? Y'all know we got the tendency to do that. We edit our past so that we can have a better story. When the truth of the matter is, what you want to go back to most often, it was a blessing that you had a chance to leave it. Right? Verse 6. So Moses and Aaron went from the presence of the assembly to the door of the tabernacle of meeting. And they fell on their faces, and the glory of the Lord appeared to them. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, take the rod, you and your brother Aaron, gather the congregation together, speak to the rock. That's important. Speak to the rock before their eyes, and it will yield its water. Thus you shall bring water from them out of the rock and give drink to the congregation and their animals. What was the instruction? Bring the people together, get the rod, speak to the rock, and water will come out. Pretty clear, isn't it? Y'all know even clear instructions can sometimes get confusing. What do you think makes clear instructions confusing sometimes, Ms. Grace?
When you have a different agenda.
When your agenda, I got my own agenda. And what helps me create my own agenda sometimes? Emotional discord, anger, hunger, right? Yeah. Right? If you got an agenda, pick up 2 things in the grocery store, don't go when you're hungry. Because you come back with a whole lot of stuff. You ain't even go for chicken, and guess what? The agenda is to go pick up some aluminum foil. That's the agenda. But I'm hungry, so guess what I need? I need some Fruit Loops and some cereal. And I need some chicken.
That's why you snack while you shop.
That's right. Oh Lord. We got to edit the tape, man. We got to edit the tape. Lord have mercy. This is incriminating, man. If that ain't his father's son, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, right? But no, if you go when you're hungry, what do? Your agenda changes, doesn't it? You come back with a basket full of stuff because steak was on sale. Really? You ain't go for steak. You went for a little bit before, right? Right? So their perspective is, well, God's perspective is with Moses and Aaron, get the rod, gather them together, speak to the rock. For what purpose? So that the people will see that I'm God. See, God's agenda isn't your agenda. I've told you all over the last several weeks, God's agenda is singular and solitary, his glory. And what will he do? He will give us the opportunity to participate in his glory from 3 perspectives. He will give us the opportunity toward salvation, which brings him glory. He will give us the opportunity toward self-awareness, which brings him glory. And he'll give us the opportunity toward what? Service, which brings him glory. Right? But it's based upon his plan, not ours. It's based upon his motive, not ours. It's based upon his perspective, not ours. It's based upon his purpose, not ours. But if we are consumed with our own agenda, then it's very hard for God to get glory based upon our agenda. Because our agenda is about most often who? Say it loud and proud.
Me.
It's about me. Huh? All of me. That's right. Me, self, I, all of me, right? Verse 9. So Moses took the rod from before the Lord as he had commanded. Check one. Bang. Right? A-OK. Verse 10. And Moses and Aaron gathered the assembly together before the rock. And he said to them, "Hear now, you rebels." Must we bring water from you out of this rock? I think Moses was looking forward to the job that he had, right? Don't y'all see he was happy about doing the job that he had to do? Yeah, right. Right? But guess what? Check the box. I did what you said. Right? I took the rod. Check one. I gathered the people. Check two. Even though I don't want to do it for them. I've been in the wilderness 38 years with these stiff-necked heathens. No good. Thumbs up. no good. Wayward, backbiting, complaining heathens. They rebels. But I ain't saying nothing bad about them, Lord. Be honest, y'all. Haven't there been times in your life where you just get tired of serving folk who are ungrateful, don't appreciate nothing you do? They don't value you. They look at your handout. I don't need you. Well, I just paid your rent. I don't need you. I just fed you. I just took you to dinner, right? I just went and bought you some clothes. Right? Remember last week when you called me?
I didn't ask you.
You offered.
That's a Christian thing.
I talked to Kirsten. Boy, my Kirsten, bless her heart, bless her heart. I talked to my Kirsten. My Kirsten told me, "Daddy, I haven't asked for much. I haven't done anything. I haven't done whatever." I said, "Didn't I just pay your college bill?" Well, Father, yeah, I'm Father, right? Well, Father, that's my education. You're supposed to. I said, "The devil is a liar."
I was ready to say the same
The
thing.
devil is a liar.
Huh?
Then I started to go on my soapbox. Who paid for my degree? Who paid for it? Right? Who was responsible? But then I started seeing the glaze in her eye. Because she didn't comprehend any of that. Why? Because I've created an opportunity for her that she just couldn't pass up. It's what she's used to. You're supposed to. Don't y'all know the children of Israel have become complacent with Moses, always taking care of them, always meeting their needs, always being there for them. That's one of the reasons why there had to be a transition from Moses to Joshua after they crossed over. Because the needs of being over the Jordan were going to be different than the needs in the wilderness. And Moses, being the loving, caring, always there for you, sensitive leader, wasn't going to make it. Now when you got to go take the land, what would Moses have done? Well, it's all right, boo-boo kitty. It's all right. I know you got a little cut here. Come on, let me pray to the Lord to make it all better. No, that ain't Joshua. Joshua, you better stand up. You better fight. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. You may have your own agenda. That's Joshua. Joshua's not, I'm going to hug you and love you. Joshua's like, we're going to go take this land, right? Sometimes in life, we need transitions to take place. Amen? We need to go from one place to another place, understanding that this next place, although it is difficult, although it's different, although there is vast opposition that you may face, that's okay, because you need to stretch. Last week I spoke to you all about the fact that sometimes we can walk down the road with Jesus and not know who he is. And a lot of reasons we can't see Jesus where he is today in our life because we are unwilling to change. He has an expectation for us to change. He has an expectation for us to see him differently, but we still want to see him the way we saw him last week, last year, 10 years ago. Although the change may be difficult, sometimes it's necessary. Amen? Check this out. After he talked to the rebels, amen, in verse 11 he says, then Moses lifted up his hand. And remember, he got 3 check marks, right? The rod, gathered the people, right? Check what he's saying here. Then Moses lifted up his hand. Did he speak to the rock? Text says, and struck the rock twice with his rod. And water came out abundantly, and the congregation and their animals drank. Right? Now, what was the command that was given by God? Speak to the rock. Moses checked the box 3 times.